morning. Let me make sure this is on. It is on. All right. Professor Tanisha Stevenson, Deputy Dean, the Faculty of Science and Technology. Ms. Peter Gay Price from the American Friends of Jamaica. Fellow organizers, chaperones, teaching assistants, students, parents, and other guests, welcome. I am Dr. Daniel Folcom. I am head of the Department of Computing here at UWI Mona and also one of the organizers of JamCoders. Now, everything has a beginning and an end. And our purpose this morning is to mark the end of the 5th staging of JamCoders, which is a free residential camp on coding and algorithms. And I trust that over the last 5 weeks, you students have learned a lot about algorithms, data structures, coding. And I think you've also learned a lot about yourselves, right? Because you were pushed. A lot of the material that you guys learned was actually advanced material. And so you've learned about your ability as well to learn advanced things. So I'm glad for that. And you've also learned how you've made new friends over the last few weeks. Yesterday, I walked by the computing lecture room where you had your lectures, and I saw one student wrote, "I loved JamCoders." And I would like to think that student spoke or wrote for all of you, right? So there were also very nice comments about the teaching assistants, which I don't know if the teaching assistants have seen, but I'll certainly share with them. I took a picture. Anyway, this morning we're going to have a number of items. We'll have greetings first from Professor Stevenson, and then from our partners with Ms. Peter Gay Price, and then remarks from Frank Shang, who's the head teaching assistant. And this is Frank's second time at JamCoders. So thanks for the work. All right, so I'm going to invite Prof. Stevenson first for her remarks, and then Ms. Price.
Thank you, Chair. Dr. Daniel Folcom, Head of the Department of Computing, co-chairs of JamCoders, all members of the JamCoders Organizing Committee, lecturers, administrators, chaperone, teaching assistants, and many others, all principal funders at this Coder, American Friends of Jamaica, Caring Hands of the Rastafari, Island Grill, and other donors, and all student participants in JamCoders 2026. Good morning and congratulations. May I invite you to give yourselves a round of applause. On behalf of our Dean, Professor Michael Taylor, and the Faculty of Science and Technology, we congratulate you on completing this program well. And we recognize your efforts in this ceremony this morning. We know the experience gained over the last few weeks, even beyond coding, will serve you well in the years to come. We anticipate you have gained new friends, new perspectives, new goals, and perhaps new direction. We encourage you to keep growing, to keep dreaming, and to keep identifying and solving problems, to help your community, and to improve your life and the lives of those around you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're on a path. You're in a process. That is a series of actions that produce something or lead to a desired result. Trust God's hand as you go through the process. We hope you will allow us at the University of the West Indies to continue to be a part of your journey. We hope you will find a degree program or professional development course with your name on it. You must can find one with your name on it. Say yes. Thank you. Irrespective of the path you choose, continue to excel, continue to make your families proud. We thank all the partners, facilitators, and organizers who have enabled this opportunity. The extent of the impact over these 5 years can never truly be quantified. Thank you for continuing to invest in Jamaica and the Caribbean's future. Congratulations all.
Thank you very much, Prof. Stevenson. Ms. Price?
Distinguished guests, organizers, instructors, and most importantly, the brilliant JamCoders class of 2026. Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the American Friends of Jamaica and my fellow colleagues, it is an absolute honor and joy to stand before you today to celebrate the close of another incredible summer camp. Looking out at all of you today, I can't help but think back to the very first week at the opening ceremony when I looked at you and I addressed you. You remember when you first arrived? You walked through the doors with a unique mix of high energy, excitement, a little bit of quietness, a little bit of nervousness, uncertainties, everything mixed in one. And some of you might have wondered if you were truly ready for the intense algorithms, the long hours of debugging, or the complex logic puzzles ahead. And you came in as individuals, you were curious, you were determined, but perhaps unsure of just how far this journey would take you. Look at you now. Over these past weeks, you didn't just learn how to write codes, you learned how to think differently, solve problems, solve complex problems, and I heard you were challenged. You collaborated under pressure, built a real community, and most importantly, made friendships. And you turned those early uncertainties into total confidence, and those challenging syntax errors into moments of triumph. At the AFJ, our mission has always been to invest in Jamaica's brightest potential, and every single one of you represents that very best promise. You are the future innovators, tech leaders, software engineers, and problem solvers who will shape not just Jamaica's digital landscape, but the world's. So, as the camp comes to an end, remember that this is not the finish line. It is the launching pad. The skills you've gained and the friendships you've built here are yours for life. Our charge to you today is simple. Go forth and conquer. Take the courage you found here. Keep asking bold questions, keep coding, and never lose that spark of curiosity that brought you through the doors on the first day. We are immensely proud of every single one of you, and we cannot wait to watch you transform the world. Congratulations to JamCoders class of 2026.
Thank you, Ms. Price. And at this time, I'll invite Frank, head teaching assistant. And then after that, we'll have Mrs. Barnett, who was the chief chaperone. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And thank you for attending today's ceremony. For those of you who don't know, I try to start each lecture and lab with like an applause for the speaker, right? This time I want to change things up and I want to acknowledge the students here. So could we please take a moment and give a round of applause for the students here? These students are exceptional. They're the real star of the show. And I'm not just saying that, I'm being for real. Okay? What makes them so remarkable? Well, I'll break it down for you. Okay? First of all, this camp is crazy intense. Yes, it might be labeled as a summer camp, but really it's a rigorous academic one. It's like school 2.0, right? We give you guys 1 year's worth of CS education at the university level, and we distill all of that information down into 4 weeks. If you really think about it, it's like mission impossible. Right? But these students rose to that challenge, and they embraced that challenge of learning all this new material at such a fast and accelerated pace, which just shows how talented and driven they truly are. Next, let's take a look at their schedule, right? Every weekday from Monday to Friday, we give them 2 lectures and 2 labs. In total, that's 2 hours of lecture and 4 hours of lab per day. It's literally a 9-to-5 job for them, and we all know that 9-to-5s aren't easy, right? These students showed up every day, engaged with the material, and gave it their all. They stayed curious, they supported one another, and kept pushing forward even when the concepts got super tough. That takes dedication, resilience, and a lot of grit. And to top it all off, they kept the same energy every single day for 4 weeks straight. Okay? To each student here, you should all be proud of yourselves for crossing that finish line. Okay? Lastly, there is an exam component to the camp, right? Each Friday, we give them a 2-hour crazy long test. These are questions designed by the TAs, and they're crafted to simulate a test that you might see at an Ivy League school, right? So in other words, they're really dang hard, right? A low grade on these tests is expected, and the goal was to challenge you, to push you beyond your comfort zone, and to help you discover what you're truly capable of. It's completely normal to feel disappointed after a difficult exam, and that's often when it's most tempting to give up. But not once did we, the TAs, see a student throw in the towel. Each student still showed up every day, worked on the labs, took every test, and kept trying. You were challenged over and over again, and every time you got back up and moved forward. To me, that's actually the most important achievement of all. These technical skills, they'll come with more time and practice, but resilience, determination, and perseverance are what will carry you forward. And that's not just in computer science, that's in whatever you choose to do with your life. Okay? Seeing these qualities in all of you gives me a lot of confidence and hope that the future is very bright here and is also in very good hands. So yes, hopefully we can see that by now, the students are truly pretty remarkable. And to close out, the TAs just want to remind every student here that you are, in fact, gifted, and to keep being yourself. We all believe in you, and we know that you will do amazing things throughout your life. The TAs will always be rooting for you no matter what, and we can't wait to hear about, how your life unfolds. With that being said, on the behalf of the TAs, it's truly been a pleasure working with each and one of you. It's always a privilege to be a part of JamCoders. Thank you for having us, and thank you for giving your best effort every single day. Cheers to JamCoders 2026.
Good morning, everyone. Okay. First, we want to say a big thank you to our organizers and our committee members who work to make this JamCoders 2026 a success. Let us give a round of applause for them. We also want to say thank you to all our parents who send their students, their children out and allow them to be in the care of all of our chaperones. Let us give our parents a round of applause too. Our chaperones are our big sisters and big brothers to our students their home away from home. And so during this camp, they have bond a lot with their big sisters and big brothers. And our students have shown how remarkable they are. How when they just came, some of them were in their shell. You know, they were afraid, they were shy, but we get to know that these students are wonderful, they are powerful, they are remarkable, and they are so brilliant. If you take a look over there, those are some of the artwork that our students have done. And we want to give them a round of applause for that. So on campus, living on campus, our students have shown the chaperones that they can do it. Don't it, students? Yes. Right. And so as chaperones, we try to make sure that they are okay. We look out for their well-being. They are not sick. Even if they get sick, we try to attend to them as best as possible as parents. And so my role was to be the mother for all the chaperones and the students that were at this camp. I have found personally that these students have bonded themselves together with the other students, and so it made the camp very successful. They are leaving as changed children. Parents, you will see some difference in your child because they have adopted different things and they have learned different things while they're at the camp. Some of them have been very mature now, and so there are things that you would want them to do on their own, and now they're capable to even do it on their own because they have lived in the camp for over 2 weeks. And so, being on their own, they're able to wash their own clothes. They're able to take care of themselves when they even get sick. And, take care of themselves, looking about their own meal to make sure that they eat properly. We know that some of them were not used to maybe the type of meal that we give them, vegetables and so on, but now they are able to eat whatever you will prepare in the home. Right, so if your child never used to eat rice, they are now eating rice. And they are now loving chicken. All right, so I want to say thank you again, parents, for putting your child in our hands as chaperones. We really appreciate them. We love them. We will miss them. And I know that they will be doing well outside there in the society. Students, I love you. Walk good. Be good children. I will miss you. JamCoder hug.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Barnett. Mrs. Barnett has actually been working on JamCoders from the very beginning in 2022, and want to thank her for that. So, and I want to recognize, I think I see, is that Jamar at the back? Yes, so we'll see Chronics at the back. Welcome. He has been one of the gave a founding donation towards starting JamCoders. I can tell that story another time. All right. At this time, I want to invite Tejan Smith to talk about the academic experience, and then after that, we'll have Kamoya Henry do a dance.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the chaperones, all the teaching assistants, my JamCoders 2026 cohort, all the donors, all the people who assisted in organizing this program this year. This presentation is about my academic experience here at JamCoders for the month. Mostly about how it was to learn to code, and in order to give you guys a grasp of what we really went through this month, I'm gonna teach you guys a advanced coding concept that we learned this week. so so be ready. By the end of it, I expect you to at least be able to read and understand what's going on in the program. Like 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 in English. Don't worry, not too bad. Okay? So learning to code at JamCoders, and the topic we're learning is recursion. So when I came to this camp, JamCoders, it was, as Frank said, a very grueling program. So naturally, I had some qualms with learning to program. Mostly this first one. It's really difficult. It's so hard to program. And it's a struggle every time when you're learning new concepts and you're trying to immediately grasp it, but you just cannot. Additionally, it's frustrating to not be able to go through the content immediately and just have it stuck in your head. Finally, it's tempting to quit whenever you're frustrated, the work's really difficult, and it's really piling up on you. You haven't finished lab A, and they're giving lab B and C. So it's a very stressful situation to be in. However, we weren't alone over these 4 weeks. We had 2 groups of people that were especially helpful in showing us the way. Who are our saviors? We had our lecturers. So for week 1, we had Professor Barak from Harvard University, as well as he works at OpenAI. We had Dr. Timnit Gebru. She works as an independent researcher at her own institute. And then we had the co-founder of JamCoders and the founder of Addis Coder, Dr. Jelani Nelson. And then we had Dr. Orr Paradise. He is doing post PhD research. And then we had our lovely teaching assistants. All right, so from the start, we have Adriana, Nyla, Daniel, Robert, Kanav, Anushka, Andre, Malika, Sarika, Frank, and my TA, Beza. All right, so these TAs in particular were very helpful with understanding the content because obviously, as Frank said, it's a very compact course where each of these professors are trying to squeeze in a year's worth of content from Ivy League college into 4 months. So of course, sorry, 4 weeks, even worse. So over the course of the week, we'll have lab recaps from all of these teaching assistants, and I'm sure most of my cohort would agree that the lab recaps are where most of the content has been concretized for them. Would you? All right. So, I just wanted to thank, in particular, all our teaching assistants. They did a very great job this year, and hope I'll be able to see them again next year and perhaps be a part of it. All right. So here are some things that I believe that the lecturers and the teaching assistants taught us experientially, not in terms of content, right? When we were actually practicing and doing worksheets or lab exercises, we were taught that errors are part of the process. We should not be worried about failing because the failing tells you what you need to do to succeed. Being able to manage burnout and frustration is an essential skill. I believe it was Timnit who spoke about this, that frustration and burnout is something that we learn to appreciate and get a hold of over time, being in the camp, right? Especially when she began with tracing, and there's a lot of trouble with tracing her code. She emphasized how important it is to be patient and stop being frustrated. And then, most importantly, to our topic that we're gonna learn is they taught us how to break large problems down into smaller, more manageable ones. Okay. So now into the learning of recursion. What is recursion? Recursion is a method of solving a problem, right? It's all about taking a complex task and breaking it down into small or manageable tasks. So in the context of programming, recursion is usually done to functions, right? Our recursive function is defined as a function that calls itself using smaller and smaller inputs until the input becomes so small that it can be manually computed. For example, think of a function that sums numbers from 1 to a given number, right? If you give that function the number 1, the sum would be 1, yeah. So you would say that each time you run the function, let's say you did sum from 1 of 3 or something, right? You'd run the function and you'd return 1 plus the function 3 minus 1, and then that would call the function again, and you'd run the function 1 plus 2 minus 1, and then we know that function of 1 would be 1. So you can figure out the rest of the answers in that way. A recursive function a recursive function has two main parts. It has a base case and recursive cases, right? So the base case is the result of the recursive function that occurs when the inputs are as small as possible. In the example I just gave, your base case would be that when the number given to the function is 1, you'd want to return 1, right? Right? All right. And the recursive case is a part of the function that calls itself with smaller inputs that approaches the base case. So when I was saying you'd call the function with 3 minus 1 or 2 minus 1 until you reach the base case, which is 1, that's what I was referring to, the recursive case, right? And you can see there, you'd have defined your base case up here, and then you'd have your recursive call here. Are you guys ready for a question now? Well, you have to be ready now, because I'm ready. Let's say we're given a list of values that are all natural numbers. Those are positive numbers from 1 going onward. We want to find the smallest possible number in the list of values using a function, find min of a list, and return that number. The list will never be empty. So what do we think our first thought should be? Yeah, define the function, and then what would you do? Okay, base case, right? So what do we think would be the smallest possible input that we take? And then if the length of the list is 1, what do we think the minimum of the list would be? The element in the list, the only element in the list, right? So if the list has only one number, that number must be the smallest number in the list, right? Right? And then now we need to think, the only input is a list. How can we get the list to be smaller? Slicing, yes. We can remove the first element from the list each recursive call. So that creates the smaller and smaller inputs that allow you to compare between them, right? So now, what condition do we think should be checked by the recursive case, right? Okay. The first element. Okay, it's smaller than the rest of the list, or is it smaller than the minimum of the rest of the list? All right. Yes. So we need to check if the first element is less than the minimum of the rest of the list. And if so, return the first element. Otherwise, you return the minimum of the rest of the list. Make sense? Everyone? All right. Yes. All right. So here's the answer in code, right? So you define your function, find min, it takes in a list, right? And here's our base case again. We say, if the length of the list is 1, then we're going to return the first element of the list, which is list index 0, right? And there's only one element in the list, so it will be the only number after the base case is met, right? Then now in our recursive case, we're going to define some variables. First number, which will be the first element in your list, and then the rest of the list, which is the element from index 1 onward, right? Right. And now the last minimum would be find min of the rest of the list, which would be our smaller recursive case, right? This recursive case will go all the way until the base case is met, right? You can see that find minimum rest of the list will run until the length of the list is 1. I know we actually have a value for what the length of the list is, right? And then, for what the minimum is. And then we check if our first number is less than the last minimum that we got from our recursive call, then we return the first number as the new minimum, or if it's not, we return the last minimum, right? So everyone can read and understand what's going on here. Okay, thank you. Finally, before I leave, I just want to say thank you to my cohort of JamCoders 2026 for making it such a fun camp experience. And I'm grateful for all the friends and people that I've met here, including my chaperones. Shout out Joshua. Yeah, I wish you guys all the best, and I truly hope that you'll be able to be successful in whatever endeavors you go doing forward. All right, thank you.
Now let's invite Kamoy now. Is Kamoy? She's going to dance. And while she's coming up, by the way, how many of you are familiar with the notion of cognitive friction? No? How many of you sometimes found that some of your exercises were hard at JamCoders? How many of you thought that you learned something after you worked through some of these hard problems? Yes. Right? So basically, right, that's cognitive friction. It's, you know, as you're, it's that mental effort as you are, you know, processing information, and, you know, when you're learning, and cognitive friction is actually good. When you have, you know, a right level of cognitive friction, you actually learn. So my point is, embrace difficulty as you study, right? It's easy to go and take a problem, drop it into AI, maybe sometimes you get the right answer, but you're not necessarily learning. But when you work through, you know, these difficult things, you actually learn. And I'll turn over to Kamoy now.
Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. Good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes and we creating, yeah. The sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. Forever shining this light, we keep it blazing, yeah. Boy, forever shining this light. Hey, you, Lord, my cup is full and running over. All who never like we, I got love we know. Baby girl just text me, say she coming over. And when she reach it, want me fit turn off the phone. Turn the lights down low, turn up the stereo, yeah. Alton Ellis, Gregory Isaac, Dennis Brown. Have you ever been in love? Now bad vibes can't stop this good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes we keep creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. As long as we live in this life, we keep it blazing, yeah. As long as we live in this life, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong.
Thank you very much, Kamoya. So the next we are going to have some testimonials and video highlights. These were done by Amira Parker, Angela Lee Bell, Gabriella Walter, and Rajay Haynes. And then after that, we're going to have some singing from a JamCoders chorale.
Major sponsors, chairs of JamCoders, lecturers, TAs, chaperones, parents, and students. Good morning. Good morning. Who would have imagined that in just 4 weeks, 50 students aged 15 to 17 from all across Jamaica would demonstrate proficiency in an entire year of college-level material? Before camp, not once did any of us think of terms such as memoization, list slicing, or recursion. Now, we can say with certainty that thanks to JamCoders, we not only understand these concepts, but also the underlying Python that makes them possible.
Of course, the magic of JamCoders is that it isn't just about programming. Boaz's debut in week 1 taught us so many new phrases and dramatically deepened our personal thinking skills. By the end of the week, seeing the big "I'll miss you" on the board was enough to bring the entire class close to tears. At the same time, dorm life taught us how to form deep bonds with people who shared our passion for programming and our willingness to learn and think critically together. To be frank, it also taught us that using our phones while our head TA was around was not a good idea.
By week 2, the war on recursion was in full swing. The topic was tricky at first, but it quickly became something that we tackled routinely thanks to Dr. Timnit. Then, of course, Daniel committed the ultimate betrayal as a past JamCoder by creating the monstrosity that was the week 2 exam. Realizing our despair, Miss B organized a fashion show where Amir did in fact muggling him shots and everybody have to ask how him get him clocks.
And as if that wasn't enough inspiration, one of the founders of JamCoders himself, Janani Nelson, came to provide us with even more hope. Hearing his story of how a young man from the US Virgin Islands beat the odds and matriculated to MIT was truly inspiring. His experience of struggle through the first few months of college perfectly encapsulated our own experience with camp so far. Furthermore, his generosity in giving back both his time and knowledge to students in the Caribbean aligned perfectly with an outreach activity we did in Augustown, a good deed that I'm certain all of us will remember for years to come.
By then, whether it was the shared challenges or simply the fact that we genuinely liked each other, camp had begun to feel like family. The nights we spent up until 1 a.m. playing games with our chaperones who served not only as mentors, but also as friends, certainly helped. Except for the fact that none of us could beat Auntie Melissa at ping pong. Moreover, the various weekend activities we participated in only strengthened our bond. Both the trip to Castleton Botanical Gardens and our sports day were filled with excitement and camp spirit. Sports day in particular was full of friendly competition between both the blue and red houses.
By
Press my first speaking.
when I'm speaking. By this point, we couldn't bring ourselves to think about leaving because camp had become home. The 3 hearty, delicious meals prepared for us each day was something to look forward to, as it was around these meals that we shared some of the most engaging intercultural conversation with our TAs and lecturers, who represented more than 6 nationalities from across the world.
But as we all know by now, all good things must come to an end. By the time Dr. Paradise began his lecture on engrams, all we could think about was how the best 4 weeks of our lives were coming to a close.
Just as how the life of Andre's water bottle unfortunately came to an end, so too inevitably would camp.
Yesterday, July 30th, marked the last day of JamCoders 2026. For us, it was also the last day with our older siblings. Big up Anushka.
One Anushka.
It was the last day spent in our flats, and it was the last day that a lot of us will spend with our friends at camp. However, this is not the end of our story. Many of us will use the knowledge that we have gained from JamCoders in school and beyond to build a better and more sustainable future in the technology industry in the coming years.
So now, we close by answering the question we raised at the beginning. Thank you to Chronix, the UWI Mona team, Island Grill, American Friends of Jamaica, and the entire JamCoders team for imagining a future where, for all Jamaicans, an education in programming is both accessible and comprehensive. And to our fellow cohort, thank you for the time, effort, and memories that made this truly JamCoders 2026.
Okay. No, that's what I said. We can't take the phones, you know. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, what's what I can? You actually, oh, you're gonna get the I've been doing it. Yeah. That's what I was using yesterday. Wait, where's the biggest? It's. Oh, why is the camera on me? No. Wait, Malika, you're so.
every pain there's a melody, yeah. For every trouble there's a harmony that brings everything together. So make we sing together. And who tell life no hard? And every man got their struggles. I'm begging you help me, Lord, and let me overcome my troubles. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irene. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel our reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irene. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel our reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet, we skanking till the morning comes, till the morning, until the day when my troubles are gone. Hallelujah, we're grooving in a Jah name, in a Jah name, we're grooving all the troubles away. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irene. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel the reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irene. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel the reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irene. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel the reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irene. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel the reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irene. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel the reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet.
Thanks to the JamCoders Chorale. At this time, I'm going to invite Chronix, before we have the certificates, just to say a few brief words. I don't know if you are up to.
Yeah. Blessings to everyone. And thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being wonderful people. And this year is a special year. This is our 5th year of JamCoders. Yeah. So, yeah. It's a special moment for us, and I feel very good to see the resilience and the stamina of the UWI Mona family and Jelani and, you know, the whole JamCoders family, you know, Ra, and everybody who involved in the thing. And it's remarkable seeing the focus, and because, you know, focus in the short term, you know, is a good thing, but when your focus can withstand the passing of time, and that's really, really good. And that's probably the endurance where young Brethren was talking about earlier. It's a beautiful thing to witness, you know, that type of force active in the world. So big up. And then our next good thing with this year is my cousin Amir. Yeah. Yeah, he's bro, man was undercover the whole time. Yeah, but my cousin Amir, him text me and say, "Yo, I applied," and I was like, "Good luck." And you know, and then him text me again. I was like, "Yo, I get in." I was like, "That's no way," you know. And then, yeah, so he did his thing. And so I felt very good because when I started this, Amir was probably primary school, you know. So it's a good feeling to see it really blossom over the passing of time. So give thanks for all the parents, you know, for, you know, bringing up such really good people into the world, you know, because them is people, you know, and individuals and with personas and spirit and soul and all these things, and all those things need nurturing, you know. Not just the food that them eat, but like, you know, everything that nurtures them spirit and them intellect. And so thank you for your work and for your livication to your parenthood. So give thanks. Blessings to all of the youth them. Very proud of you to have made it through the, you know, barbed wires of mathematics. Yeah, I wish I had teachers like Jelani. I wish I knew people like that at your age. You know, I would probably be a math type of man. Because I do love, I have a natural thing for proportions and patterns and them things. So maths would fit right into that, you know. So, but give thanks. And I'm really happy for you, you know. A lot of us probably envious of you youths because of your great timing, and you're born and raised up in the right time in the earth to really express your true potential. And we are all doing this out of not even the belief, but we know that in your time, one of the youth them will help not just Jamaican and Caribbean, but the humanity through a very sticky problem. You know what I mean? Because that's what the whole thing is about. It's about problem solving. Big respect, and another 5 years up and coming. Blessings. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Chronix. I think we are ready to have the video highlight now. Is it ready? Yes? Okay, good. So here we go. It's a video highlight. Thank you for that. All right, so at this time, we're going to present certificates and trophies and so on, and medals. So.
Good morning, JamCoders. Good morning. And congratulations on completing 4 excellent weeks, right? Thank you. You're welcome. Awesome. So I noticed that when persons came in the room this morning, they were actually eyeing what's happening over this side, right? You were only able to eye what's happening, but now we'll actually know what's happening. But before we actually go into the presentation of certificates and awards, I'm going to invite Chronix to come back. And El Nathan, please come forward. So we all like all-inclusive hotels, right? Yes. And JamCoder is an all-inclusive camp. Because we code, we do algorithm, we do programming, we do painting, we do outreach, we eat, we sleep, we dance, we do everything at JamCoders. So as a part of our sip and paint activity, okay, Mr. El Nathan here decided to do something wonderful for Chronics on behalf of the class of 2026. So over to you, El Nathan.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, sir. On behalf of the class of 2026, we would just like to present you with this gift of our appreciation for the last 5 years of founding, and thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. El Nathan is very talented, you know. So let me hold this for you, Jamar. All right, Prof, over to you for me. He also did one for Jelani, but Jelani had to go back. So we want to call Jamar and Jelani our founding fathers for JamCoders. So Chronics, on behalf of Jelani, please collect.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and families of JamCoders. Here we go. As soon as you hear your name, you're going to come up, and I'm going to invite Chronics. I don't know where he's going. Come on, man. You're going to present some certificates for us. All right, so as I hear your name, we're going to celebrate and cheer for each other as we usually do. You come forward. All right, Abigail Golden. Quickly, Abigail Ferguson. Alexia Gordon. The first person, please come back for your medal. You can't leave your medal. Amir Richards. Amira Parker. Amoni Jones. Andrika Anderson. Angeli Bell. Anise Taylor. Azuri Taylor.
Are you that strong?
Britannia Bonzo. Kamoya Henry. Celicia McCleary. Christine Williams. Dave Prasad. Diana Jackson. Debisha Thomas. El Nathan Pickin. Roxanne, I'm in a session. Dean's office, send it to the Dean's office. Send it to the Dean's office. Gabriela Walters. Oben Lu. Ijane Lloyd. Jenny A. Wood. Javante Griffith. Joel Lawson. Josh Anthony James. Kahil Skeen. Kyle Deshawn Hamilton. Lysandra Taylor. Madison Maduri. Micah Brown. Michaela Lewis. Mikai Magor. Naima Brown. Naya Waller. Okesia Hyatt. Rachel Palmer. Raheem Aikman. Rajay Ains. Sarah Davis. Shadon Shea. Shaquela Thompson. Talia Smith. Timothy Folcom. T. John Smith. Yatin Vajani. Yato Ayman. Zachary Thompson. Zalik Grandison. Zenaya Neal. And Zuri Sewell. Okay, thank you so much, Chronix. Okay. At this time, we'll invite our Deputy Dean to come forward, Prof. Stevenson. And now we're celebrating our teaching assistants. All right, Adriana Clashin. Nyla Esandi. Daniel Gordon. Kanav Mittal. Anushka Mokopade. Andre Panini. Malika Paralika. Okay, Sarika Pasamarti. Robert Older. Bezawit Tazira. And our last teaching assistant, the head TA is Fran Shank. Thank you so much, Prof. Stevens. At this time, I'll invite our co-chair for JamCoders, Dr. Fulcom, to come and present these certificates for the chaperones. Chelsea Ping. Alia Mantit. Melissa Maxwell. Joshua McMahon. Jeremy Johnson. Tashawn Bartley. And our head chaperone, Okay, we'd just like to also shout out our cook, Mr. Garfield. They're not here today. Miss Jody, she's not here. Mr. Rush, they were unable to make it, assuming that they're preparing your lunches. And also Island Grill that is giving us Brata lunches today. All right. We want to give a big shout out to our all of residents for the last 5 years, Rex Nettleford All. Also our main local sponsor, American Friends of Jamaica. And of course, a big shout out to all of our lecturers that had to go back to their respective duties, okay? Now, we're aware that this year is the 5th anniversary for JamCoders, and JamCoders is really a camp where, you know, the students receive from our donors, parents and guardians. You're not required to upfront anything at all other than dropping off your student or child or ward at JamCoders. So in celebration of our 5th year, we want our students to give back to the surrounding community. So what we did was that on the 25th of July, we actually went to a school in Augustown, a basic school that has 33 children, 3 teachers, where one is a principal. And so parents, guardians, I would say to you, if you were there, you'd have been so proud of your children. I would say that what they did, they actually really superseded our expectations. They painted walls, they did artwork, they cleaned, they were just really amazing. And while we understand that for various reasons, all the JamCoders were not able to be in attendance. We had about 26 students attending. And so we'll just like to highlight those students, and we want to say, if possible, we're just giving you something to let you know that those 8 hours that you spent making a difference can be used for community service at your school, okay? Or for other activities. So as we call your name, just come forward, Dr. Fulcom. Angel E. Bell. Amira Parker. Abigail Ferguson, Diana Jackson, Dave Prasad, Talia Smith, Britannia Bonswell, Anise Taylor, Celicia McCleary, Kristen Williams, Naya Waller, Jenny Awood, Madison Maduri, Gabriella Walters, T. John Smith, Mikai Mago, Yatin Vanjani, Rajay Ains, Azuri Taylor, El Nathan Pickin, Oben Lou, Javonte Griffiths, Kahil Keen, Yato Hyman, Josh Anthony James, Okay, I'll just read a thank you message that the principal sent from the school, Mrs. Debbie Gooden Clark. And students, she sent this for you. It said, the staff and students of the Augustone Church of Christ Basic School would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the amazing students and staff of the JamCoders Summer Camp for their incredible work on our school. The fresh coat of paint on the walls and tables truly have brightened up the classroom. The replacement of the old doors for the office, classroom, and kitchen have given the building a new lease on life. We are also grateful for the beautiful drawings on the wall and the tables that have added special touch to our learning environment, as well as a generous donation of charts and cabinets that will keep us so much more organized and enrich our teaching and learning environment. Your contribution had made a real difference and will positively impact our school, support our students' growth, and strengthen our teaching and learning processes. We cannot find words enough to say thank you for your generosity and labor. May the Lord continue to richly bless you, the staff and student of JamCoders Summer Camp. Thank you. Okay, so we're still giving out awards. And we're going to go over to that side. Yes, man, we're going over to that side. All right. So we have to go quickly. Time is going. All right, so parents, friends, and families, right? We hosted a sip and paint event just to lighten the atmosphere because we'd have heard of the stresses of the academic component, which is good mental stress, right? But the students also dabble in a little artistic work, and so we value everything that was done, but there are certain paintings that were really outstanding, and the students were aware that that was a process that would have happened. So we're going to call the students to come and receive your paintings, okay? Angel Lee. Nyla. Josh Anthony. Who is this one? The name on this one said Josh. Not Josh? Okay. This one belongs to? Okay. Shaquela, that's yours. Okay, Shaquela. Sariko. Josh. Are you showing the paintings bezel with? El Nathan. Okay, T. John. Abigail Golden. Abigail. Oben Lou. Oben. Okay, Abby. Nia Waller. Timothy. Zenaya. Talia. Diana. Alexia. David. Azuri. Anushka. Kristen. Javante. Adriana. Debisha. Melissa. Lissandra. Amoni. Name is missing, but the owner, please step forward. No name as well, but the owners, please step forward. And for now, we have Miss Bonswell. Okay. All right, and now, thank you so much, students. We'll go into a final set of awards. All right, I am going to invite Prof. Stevenson to come again as we do some more awards. We're on our final lap. What is camp without sports day, right? And the winning house was? Okay, all right, okay, no worries, we're all winners. All right, so the most outstanding contribution to Sports Day goes to female Kamoya Henry. Most outstanding contribution to Sports Day, male Shadon Shea. One thing to note that these awards were decided in collaboration with the chaperones and the TAs who know you very well, all right? Now, Leadership Award. Madison Maduri. Rajay Ains. Okay, thank you very much. Madison, okay, stay right here for me. Let us do a group pic to make it easier. I'm going to ask the persons for the Spirit Award just to come back. Sorry about that. Come back quickly for me. All right, Good Vibes Awards, okay? We know that is needed at a camp, right? All inclusive, engaging, check on everybody, have fun. All right, Good Vibes, Josh Anthony James. call Nathan Pickin. Christine Williams. And Rachel Palmer. Guys, come forward for that group pic, please. Good vibes recipients, please come forward for your group pic.
JamCoder. Say 1, 2, 3.
Okay, our next set of awards, all live contribution. Zalik Grandison. Amir Richards. These students are very helpful. They can be counted at all times. Amir. Nahima Brown. Celicia McCleary. Please come forward for that group pic. Next set of awards, Camper Transformation Award. They came in shy, but eventually they, right. Kahil Keen. And Diana Jackson.
Here first.
Oh yes, group photos, please. Diana. Okay, another community service award, but this is for the hall. Zuri Sewell. Remember to stay for the group pic. Britannia Bondswell. Britannia Bondswell. Stay for the group pic. Azuri Taylor. And Yatin Vajani. Okay, group pic, please. Okay, Camper Dedication Awards. We have Zenaya Neal and Joel Lawson. Great. So Team Player Award, Lysandra Taylor. And Kyle Hamilton. Yes, the group pick, please. Okay, thank you, Prof. Miss Barnett? No, of course, we also have to recognize our chaperones and teaching assistants. And we'll go with our TA of the camp, Kanav Metal. And Bezawit. Okay, for outstanding chaperone, group pick. Okay, for outstanding chaperone, we have Chelsea Ping. And Joshua Mahan. Okay, group pick. And our outstanding staff award go to Ra Bacchus. Thank you, Ms. Barnett. I'm also now going to invite Dr. Folcom to come forward. All right, so JamCoders really, amidst everything that we do, of course, is an academic camp, and we celebrate the achievement, the growth, and development of all our students. But we know that some are exceptional and they grasp and teach others and support others. And so we just want to recognize those students at this time with an academic award. The first academic award goes to T. John Smith. Gabriela Walters. Abigail Ferguson. And Timothy Folcom, that is related to somebody here. Yes, father and son of the camp. Okay, students, again, group photo. Yeah, all of it. All right, students, do something for me. Please stand. Students, TA chaperone. Please stand for me. So the awards that you received this morning is just an indication that you're all exceptional, you're all special, and you're all deserving. And I'm saying the awards that you received this morning is just an indication that you are deserving and you're all exceptional in your own way and you're all unique. So going forward, as we separate one from another, put your best foot forward and always believe in yourselves, right? I know coming in, I remember in the first week, persons were crying, persons wanted to give up, but look at us now. So guess what? Put your hands together for yourself. And guess what? Take a bow. Take a bow. You're deserving. All right? You may be seated. And parents, please stand for me. Parents, friends, families, well-wishers. Look. Right, so the JamCoders actually did it before I asked, right? Put your hands together for your families. All right, remember they are your support system. Continue to make them proud. And parents, remain standing, man. These are your products, right? They are your products and you're really proud today, right? Awesome, and thank you so much for showing up. Put your hands together for them, please. And so, as we end JamCoders today, thank you so much, as we said from day one, for trusting us with them. And see, we return them to you. Better than you send them to us. Yes, we return them to you in good care. So thank you so much and see you next year. For now, with the other sets of kids. Over to you, Dr. Folcom. You may be seated.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Collins Frey. I must say I had nothing to do with the selection of students for JamCoders or the awards, just for the record. But it's now the end. We've come to the end of JamCoders, and the last thing left to do today before we have the group photo for the students is a vote of thanks. Now, JamCoders is free for the participating students, but it costs money to run. And you can see at the top of the slide are some of the partners who have donated in different ways towards the running of this camp, and we're very grateful for them. I'll name some of them in the vote of thanks. I want to thank the American Friends of Jamaica for their very generous support for this year's staging. Funds they gave would go towards paying honoraria to the chaperones and so on. And it's the third year that they're doing this, and they've upped this level of support every year, and we're very grateful for that. Island Grill will actually give some meals. Someone has actually gone to get them from Sovereign for the students. And so I want to thank you. Island Grill has actually been giving support to the camp since we began in 2022. We're very grateful for that. The overseas lecturers, Professor Boaz Barak, I think he's been to 4 of the 5 JamCoders. Dr. Timnit Gebru, similar levels. Professor Nelson, he's a co-founder, and he has come here every year. Dr. Paradise has actually been here all 5 stagings of JamCoders. First, he was a TA, and then he has been a lecturer the last 2 JamCoders, and he was pointing out that there's actually been a community, and he looks forward to coming out here. The TAs, and 2 of the TAs this year are actually alumni of the program, right? Adriana and Daniel. And thanks as well to the chaperones. 4 of the chaperones, if my numbers are correct, are also alumni of the program. So Joshua was here for the very first one, and Chelsea and Jeremy and Haley, thank you. The members of the organizing committee. Work begins on JamCoders, actually. Students show up end of June, early July, but work actually begins like in September. Review what has happened and start planning already. So thanks to the members of that. The TAs as well, if I haven't recognized them, also begin the selection process in like January, February, early, and before they even meet you guys, they're already begun. So work, the point is work begins long before you actually come. And for the Faculty of Science and Technology and Department of Computing staff who have worked on the camp in various capacities, I want to thank you. For the staff on the halls who have helped, keep things clean. For Mr. Rush, the caterer, I think that is it. If I overlooked anyone, and the dance. Oh yeah, there is a dance, right? Okay, I was closing that. So that is all I will say to close. So just a reminder, we will finish with a dance. I know it was on the program before me, but we'll do it before, and then we'll have a group photo right here. You can sit in your pretty JamCoders shirts. And by the way, in case you don't realize, every year for JamCoders has a different color for these shirts. And so you can identify yourselves at some point when you see people. It's always the same design, but the colors are different. And so you can tell, oh, we were JamCoders in 2026. So, and thanks to Chronics, the Core Foundation, for donating these shirts. All right, I think we'll have the dance now. Ready? So, thanks.
No, hello. Thank you everyone for being here. Just for a little bit of context, I am from a small region in the north of Spain, and this is a traditional dance from there that the students were very sweet to be willing to learn. I hope you enjoy it.
Students are chaperones, right? All the students are chaperones. Thanks. So get everyone to sit. And so goodbye everyone from JamCoders 2026. We'll just do the photos, but hope this has been a good experience for all of you. I think we're very grateful for everyone who has been involved in this, and so thanks. So we'll have the students, and then we'll have the chaperones eventually will also join and take a picture. So get everyone on this side first. Is there enough room? Terry, it's probably better to sit on that side and there's more room. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. There's more room on on the right side. My right, your left. Yeah.